let's talk about streaming. One of the big questions that I get alongside how to grow as a streamer is where to stream. So let's talk about the two big contenders, which in my mind, and tell me if you agree, are Twitch and YouTube. Which is better for discoverability? Which is easier to grow on? Which one's gonna make me more money? And these are questions that I feel like every streamer asks themselves. And what we're gonna do in this video is talk about some of those things so that you can make the decision for yourself. Personally, I don't think there's a right answer, but let's go over the details that we have so you can make that decision for yourself. I'm Rory, and this is Twitch Tips. In my mind, in order to answer this question, there's a couple of smaller questions that you have to answer first. And the big one that I really want you to consider here is, what is your end goal? Are you trying to be the world's next top streamer? Are you trying to have thousands of people in your chat, or maybe just 200, maybe 50? Are you just streaming for casual fun? Are you trying to make this your full-time career, full of money and sponsorships? Or are you just looking to do something that you enjoy as a hobby? And if you are, absolutely no shame. In fact, more power to you. So let's talk about money. For the purposes of this video, I'm only going to be talking about money that can be made in the platform itself. So that doesn't include any sponsorships. This doesn't include any outside brand deals. We're talking just ad revenue, subs, etc. Let's start off with YouTube. It's no big secret that YouTube dominates long-form content, and with long-form content comes many ads, which we call the adpocalypse. But not just that. In fact, YouTube CPM gives you a lot more money than Twitch. It's not even close. Running a video to, let's say, 10,000 viewers on YouTube versus getting 10,000 views on your VODs on Twitch, which most people can't do anyway, but the money balance is not even close. YouTube wins 100% of the time when it comes to ad revenue. So you want to consider that when you're thinking about money in YouTube versus Twitch. But let's talk about subbing. Subs on YouTube are a little different on Twitch because you get to set how much money you want to set your sub to. And the split on YouTube is 70% yours, 30% YouTube's. On Twitch, however, you only get half of what you sub for. It's a 50-50 split unless you're a top creator. And even then, you can't set the prices. So I want you to consider the money this way. If a YouTube sub can be set to whatever price you want, as low as 99 cents or as high as, let's say, $15 for a tier 1 sub. And on Twitch, you can only sub them for $5. But on YouTube, you get 70-30 split, and on Twitch, you get 50-50 split. It would make more sense to go to YouTube and set the price lower for the sub because you get more of the split. Thus, you can convince more people on YouTube to subscribe to your channel because the price of subscribing to your channel is cheaper. Does that make sense? You get to keep more of the money that you make from YouTube because the split is higher. And since you can set a lower subscription price, you can convince more viewers to sub to your channel. And you can even cite the reason, hey, if you're enjoying this content, it's cheaper than Twitch. Just subscribe here and you can get access to my special emotes. Think about that when you're thinking about money on Twitch and YouTube. Next, let's talk about the big one. Let's talk about discoverability. It pains me to say this, but I want to say it early and often. Twitch does not have a reliable method of discovery. Twitch does not have a very strong algorithm. Twitch does not have a strong presence or really a strong incentive to help you find viewership. And they will say that they do, and they've tossed in certain features like the For You page and the recommendations, which sometimes your stream will get tossed to the top of. But the reality is Twitch doesn't care if you grow. And the reason that they don't care is that the majority of their platform is viewing the top 0.001% of Twitch. People like Asmongold, Summit1G, Pokimane, etc. The reality is that Twitch is not a discoverable platform because of the ratio of streamers to viewers is simply too great. There are too many people trying to stream to an ever shrinking amount of viewers. So we solved this problem in the last video where we talked about creating content on more discoverable platforms and then bringing them back to your streaming platform of choice, Twitch or YouTube in this case, but of course there's other streaming platforms such as Trovo, TikTok, Facebook Gaming, and so on. But since there are so many people that want to be streamers and an ever shrinking amount of people who are viewers, you need to go to a bigger pool of viewers. And where can that be found? YouTube. YouTube is a more discoverable platform than Twitch. There are many, many millions, hundreds of millions of people on YouTube compared to Twitch. And YouTube has different algorithms and machine learning to classify your channel and make it easier to find. For example, if you play Call of Duty, it will classify you as someone who plays shooting shooting games. And it will show, of course, people who are interested in Call of Duty, but it may even show your content and your guide content to people who play Fortnite. In other words, YouTube's algorithm is very good at learning who you are, what you are about, and then serving that to people who want to see what you're about. As of today, March 2022, Twitch doesn't have anything like that. So YouTube wins the discoverability category as well. I screwed up saying that 19 times. By the way, if you're enjoying my content, do me a favor, subscribe, hit like, and let me know what videos you want to see in the future. Appreciate you. This next one is one that I never hear people talking about, and that is the platform's culture and prestige. If there is one thing that Twitch does really well, it's having a certain prestige behind that little purple check mark you get if you become a Twitch partner. YouTube doesn't really have anything like that. There is a pressure to get Twitch partner. There is an entire level up system built into Twitch to tell you that you've streamed this many hours. Good for you. Here's a new badge for that. Or you got 5 new viewers this week. Good for you. Here's a badge for that. It's an achievement system built into Twitch's platform, which I really think has a psychological impact on the people using Twitch. They want that purple badge that says partner. It's an accomplishment. And they have this mentality that if I'm a partner, well then suddenly it'll all work out for me. I have the partner clout. Even though you can go onto Twitch and look up different partners who can barely break 30 viewers on their stream. Consider how many streamers have Twitch partner in their Twitter profile, and then compare it to how many people are doing that with YouTube partner. It's not even close. That same mentality can also be said for things like Twitter, where if you get that little verified blue check mark next to your name, somehow you feel more important. I mean, I've heard stories of people paying literally thousands of dollars to get that little check mark. It messes with people. YouTube doesn't really distinguish between its partners and non-partners, aka people being monetized on YouTube and people not being monetized. It does have this one sad little gray check mark verification badge when you hit something like 100,000 concurrent subscribers, but nobody's really clamoring for that, and you'll notice many channels with millions of subscribers that don't even care to have the check mark. Additionally, there's TwitchCon every year, and this year TwitchCon in 2022 is taking place in San Diego. Leave me a comment below if you're going. TwitchCon is an event where viewers can go to meet their favorite streamers, and streamers can connect and network with each other, and there's plenty of shops, booths, prizes, games, different events, and it's a fun convention. YouTube doesn't really have anything like that. YouTube doesn't really promote their merch to buy. TwitchCon shirts and merch and things like that, they're everywhere. YouTube doesn't even really have its own version of TwitchCon. It does have VidCon, which I suppose is cool. I've been to VidCon, but it's just not the same. It doesn't have the same hype and excitement surrounding it. In terms of prestige, Twitch takes the cake. The last thing I'm going to talk about for today is platform capability. So for platform capability, Twitch wins, full stop. I'll tell you right at the front. And the reason for this is Twitch has been doing only live streaming for its entire life. Back when it was Justin TV, it was a live streaming platform. Now that it's Twitch.tv, it's a live streaming platform. Unfortunately for YouTube, for everything that it does really well as a platform, it's still catching up on live streaming. And this means a few things. Let's go over them. Since Twitch has really only ever been a live streaming platform, all of its third-party apps and home developers have had time to create different bots and third-party programs such as sound alerts or Dixper or things like that, which are basically geared towards Twitch. Since it's had all of this time and it has an open API, people can use their coding knowledge, their programming knowledge to create things specifically for Twitch, and they have. YouTube doesn't really have much of that yet, and eventually this is a problem that will get solved over time and as people take YouTube more seriously as a platform for live streaming. But for a long while, Twitch is going to remain in the lead here. And it goes deeper than that. Twitch has gift subbing, one of the most popular features on that platform. YouTube doesn't even have gift subbing yet, and that's something I want you to consider because you, the streamer, are going to lose out on some revenue because of that. So I did make the mention earlier that YouTube has better ad revenue and that you can set your subbing prices, but you're going to lose out on some money because nobody's going to be gifting subs to you because they can't. Without going too deep of a dive, Twitch easily wins the platform capability argument. In summary, I didn't even go into the Twitch exclusivity rights that you sign away when it comes to being a partner or even an affiliate. So what are my final thoughts on this? Twitch or YouTube? Who wins? Who is better for the live streaming platform? I personally believe that Twitch is better for live streaming because it has the guts and the structures already built as a live streaming platform. People understand that when they hear Twitch, they're going to go see live streaming. But when they hear YouTube, it could mean many things. It could mean videos, it could mean shorts. I think both websites are better at different things, and I think that you can marry the two, where Twitch is for your live streaming, but YouTube is for your VOD-based content, which you should be doing because that's what's ultimately going to help you grow on Twitch. Not only that, but you can monetize your VOD content. Your long-form content on YouTube can be making you money in ad revenue while you are live streaming on Twitch, getting subs, gift subs, bots that can help you stream and keep up engagement in your channel. I'd do both. Double dip. Hey, if this video was useful to you, do me a favor. Consider subscribing and hitting like. My name is Rory. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Link is in the description below if you're interested. Come check us out, ask a few questions if you have any, and of course, I'll catch you all next time. Good gaming.